Mass Effect is one of the most celebrated franchises in gaming history. It captured our imaginations with its intricate choices, the depth of its characters, and its richly crafted lore. Across 3 main games, we watched Commander Shepard forge alliances, face betrayals, and make impossible choices in the face of galactic annihilation. Yet for all its brilliance, there's one aspect of the series that has haunted fans for years: the ending of Mass Effect 3. This ending was intended to be the climax of all our choices, the resolution of everything we fought for. But somewhere along the way, the ending that could have been was lost, leaving players with a final chapter that felt incomplete, a simple red, blue, or green choice that didn't feel satisfying to most players. However, this very controversial ending wasn't BioWare's original intended ending to the trilogy. There once was a much more interesting ending that concluded the story of Commander Shepard versus the Reapers in a far more satisfying way that could have shaped the legacy of Mass Effect in ways we can only imagine. Yet, in order to understand this ending and its true ramifications, we must start at the beginning. In Mass Effect 1, players assume the role of Commander Shepard, a human soldier in the year of 2183, tasked with investigating a rogue Spectre named Saren. Early on, Shepard discovers a Prothean beacon that shares a cryptic vision, foreshadowing a galaxy-wide catastrophe. As Shepard delves deeper, they learn that Saren is collaborating with the Geth, a race of AI, and that his true goal is to bring back an ancient race of sentient machines known as the Reapers, who once wiped out all of advanced life in a cycle of extinction. Saren believes that the Reapers will spare him if he aids in their return, though it's later revealed that he is being controlled by a Reaper named Sovereign, who aims to trigger the Reapers' invasion by activating the Citadel, the central hub of galactic civilization. Shepard's journey culminates in a showdown at the Citadel where Sovereign and Saren launch a direct assault to take control and open a mass relay that will allow the Reapers to flood the galaxy. Shepard ultimately defeats Saren and Sovereign, foiling their plan and preventing the Reapers' immediate return. In Mass Effect 2, Commander Shepard is killed by an ambush by a mysterious alien race called the Collectors, after being revived by the pro-human organization Cerberus. Shepard learns that the Collectors are abducting entire human colonies, likely under order from the Reapers. Shepard reluctantly allies with Cerberus to investigate and stop the Collector threat. The mission leads Shepard to assemble a team of skilled specialists across the galaxy, including familiar allies and new recruits, each with unique abilities and motivations. Shepard and the team gradually uncover that the Collectors are actually an altered form of the Protheans, manipulated by the Reapers to serve their purposes. With time running out, Shepard and the crew embark on a suicide mission through the Omega-4 relay, a one-way route to the Collector base in deep space. There they discover the Collectors are constructing a human-Reaper hybrid as part of the Reapers' plan to incorporate humanity into their own species. After an intense battle, Shepard's team destroyed the human Reaper and the Collector base, striking a blow against the Reapers. And finally, this all leads to the culmination of the story in Mass Effect 3, where the Reapers begin their full-scale invasion of the galaxy, starting with Earth. Commander Shepard returns to rally the galaxy's forces for a last stand, tasked with uniting alien races who often harbor old grudges against each other. With the Alliance and Council struggling to mount a defense, Shepard must secure alliances by resolving interspecies conflicts, such as mediating between the Turians and the Krogan, helping the Quarian and Geth find peace, and ensuring the Asari lend their support. As they do so, Shepard learns of the Crucible, an ancient superweapon blueprint that might be capable of destroying the Reapers. Shepard leads a desperate defense of Earth, where the final battle unfolds. The Crucible is nearly complete, but its exact functions remain a mystery until it is attached to the Citadel, now under Reaper control. Once aboard the Citadel, Shepard confronts the Elusive Man, who had become indoctrinated by the Reapers and wishes to control them rather than destroy them. After overcoming him, Shepard faces a final choice presented by the Catalyst, an AI representing the Reapers' logic, which offers 3 options: destroy the Reapers, control them, or synthesize all organic and synthetic life. Shepard's choice determines the fate of the galaxy, marking the end of the war, but leaving the galaxy forever changed by the events of the Reaper invasion. The overall themes presented in the Mass Effect series revolve around unity, sacrifice, and the struggle for self-determination. Shepard's journey highlights the importance of cooperation across diverse groups and cultures, as Shepard must bridge ancient hostiles and unite alien races with competing histories and perspectives. The series emphasizes the sacrifices required to protect the galaxy, showing the personal costs and difficult decisions Shepard and their allies must make to ensure their survival. Another central theme is the conflict between control and autonomy. Embodied in the Reaper's cycle of domination and the galaxy's fight to break free from it, each of the Reaper-related conflicts, whether with Saren, the Collectors, or the Elusive Man, asks questions about freedom, indoctrination, and whether one can or should impose control for the greater good. This struggle culminates in Shepard's final choice, where they must determine the galaxy's fate and the nature of the relationship between organic and synthetic life, underscoring the series' exploration of identity, coexistence, and a quest for a future shaped by one's own choices. This thematic conclusion, however, wasn't done in a way that felt cohesive or satisfying to most players. Fans had invested in choices spanning 3 games, each decision shaping their experience in Shepard's role in the galaxy. They expected these choices to culminate in a uniquely tailored ending, reflecting the alliances, relationships, and sacrifices they had made. However, the final choice in Mass Effect 3, to destroy, control, or synthesize with the Reapers, reduced this complex journey to basically 3 choices. Or 4 if you count the secret ending. Instead of providing multiple distinct endings, each option led to similar, ambiguous results, leaving players feeling that the choices had little impact on the galaxy's fate. Moreover, the abrupt introduction of the Catalyst, a previously unknown AI entity that presents these options, felt disconnected from the narrative buildup. Many fans saw it as a contrived device that oversimplified the Reaper conflict, undermining the moral and philosophical depth developed throughout the entire series. The ending also left many questions unanswered. What became of Shepard's allies? How would each choice truly affect the galaxy moving forward? This lack of closure, combined with the uniformity of the final scene, sparked significant backlash. While BioWare later released an extended cut to clarify some aspects, for many fans, the original ending failed to provide the deeply personal, satisfying conclusion they had all hoped for. However, what's really interesting is that this wasn't the original intention for the series' conclusion. In an interview back in 2013, Drew Karpyshyn, the lead writer for Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, shared some of the scrapped ideas for the ending of the Mass Effect trilogy, providing insight into concepts that could have taken the finale in a vastly different direction. Among the ideas he shared was a twist revealing that Commander Shepard was an alien, unaware of their true nature, a concept ultimately discarded for being too similar to the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic character of Revan. Another idea that was considered was transforming Shepard into a cyborg, making them a bridge between organic and synthetic life. However, one of the more ambitious, unused concepts involved dark energy, a concept introduced in Mass Effect 2. During Tali's loyalty mission on the planet Haestrom, Shepard learns that Haestrom's sun is aging and destabilizing much faster than expected, causing dangerous levels of solar radiation that affect the environment. Tali and the other Quarian scientists observed that this accelerated aging might be connected to a mysterious phenomenon linked to dark energy. In the context of the overall Mass Effect universe, dark energy is the driving force behind Mass Effect fields, which allow manipulation of mass and gravity. Mass Effect fields enable faster-than-light travel, artificial gravity, and shielding technology, making interstellar civilization possible. Also, biotics in the Mass Effect universe use dark energy through Element Zero nodules embedded in their nervous system, allowing them to manipulate Mass Effect fields around them, resulting in powers like telekinesis, force fields, and singularities. So to say dark energy has substantial ties to the overall lore of Mass Effect is an understatement. We wouldn't even have Mass Effect without this concept. Karpyshyn would further explain that his team had considered making dark energy a force that would cause instability in the universe over time. This instability would be a reason for the Reapers' cyclical eradication of organic life, as they feared that unchecked organic evolution would accelerate the universe's end. In this story, the Reapers would repeatedly reset civilization in hopes of finding a species with the right biotic capabilities to avert a cosmic collapse. This varies drastically to the plot we encountered, where the Reapers reset civilization solely due to the fact that they believed that all organic life and artificial intelligences were inevitably doomed to conflict. The Reapers, a highly advanced AI themselves, saw this as a reoccurring cycle. Organics would create synthetic life, and that synthetic life would eventually turn on its creators. To prevent total annihilation of all life by these cycles, Reapers would periodically harvest civilizations, wiping out advanced organics before they could reach their breaking point, preserving them as genetic blueprints within themselves. This allowed the Reapers to reset the galaxy, essentially maintaining order by keeping civilizations from evolving past a point of no return. The dark energy concept would have offered a different layer to the Reapers' motivations, presenting them as guardians against an impending cosmic entropy rather than enforcers of a synthetic organic equilibrium. This overall concept of dark energy causing the destruction of the universe ties into the theoretical scenario for the ultimate fate of the universe called the Big Crunch. Basically, this concept suggests that the expansion of the universe, which has been ongoing since the Big Bang, could eventually slow down, halt, and then reverse. In this scenario, the gravitational pull of all the matter in the universe would become strong enough to pull everything back together. The universe would collapse inward, with galaxies, stars, and ultimately all matter coming closer and closer until everything collapsed into a singular point, basically creating a reverse Big Bang. To me, this concept of the Reapers being universe-protecting arbiters of fate would have added a layer of tragedy to their actions and tie in much better to the themes presented throughout the series. Rather than simply being antagonistic entities enforcing a rigid order between organics and synthetics, the Reapers' motivations could have been seen as more nuanced. Their efforts to reset civilization would no longer be driven by a fear of organic-synthetic conflict, but by an urgent, existential need to prevent the universe from unraveling under the weight of its own cosmic rules. The deeper purpose would have made their actions tragically noble, as they would have been acting in the service of the greater good, trying to avert a fate much worse than the cycle of extinction they inflicted. In this version of the story, Commander Shepard's role might have evolved into something even more complex. Instead of choosing between destruction, control, or synthesis of the Reapers, Shepard could have faced the ultimate decision of whether to continue the cycle of destruction, to buy the galaxy more time, or to risk it all to create a permanent solution that could either preserve or doom the universe. The stakes would have been cosmic in scope, far beyond mere galactic politics or the preservation of life, but dealing with the very fabric of existence itself. The potential ending would have tied into the larger themes of Mass Effect in a more cohesive way. The game constantly explores the tension between control and autonomy, freedom and destiny. If the Reapers were indeed trying to protect the universe from its own collapse, then Shepard's final decision could have symbolized a deeper reckoning with the nature of life, death, and the inevitable forces beyond the control of any species. They would have asked the ultimate question: what is the cost of survival? Moreover, the idea that dark energy itself, which powers so many of the technological marvels in the Mass Effect universe, could also be the key to the galaxy's downfall would have brought the game's lore full circle. It would have recontextualized the power that players spent 3 games harnessing as not just a tool, but a potentially destructive force, much like the power of the Reapers themselves. By exploring the consequences of unchecked biotic energy and the dangers of accelerated evolution, the series could have presented an even more poignant reflection on humanity's relationship with technology. In a world where synthetic life is both a tool and a threat, the Mass Effect trilogy could have ended with a thought-provoking mediation on whether civilization can evolve without eventually self-destructing. The tragedy of the Reapers in this light would have been their sacrifice. While they were undeniably the galaxy's greatest threat, they were also perhaps the galaxy's greatest protectors, trying to keep the universe alive at all costs. This duality would have made them even more tragic figures, serving as both villains and martyrs, and forcing Shepard to make an impossible choice that would have resonated deeply with the broader themes of sacrifice and the cost of survival. Had BioWare followed through with this original concept, the ending of Mass Effect 3 could have had a far more profound impact on players. Instead of feeling rushed, disconnected, and ultimately unsatisfying, the finale could have offered closure, not just for Commander Shepard's journey, but for the entire Mass Effect universe. A universe forever altered by Shepard's ultimate decision. It's easy to see why this alternate ending has haunted fans for years. Not only would it have been a fitting conclusion to a story about cosmic stakes, sacrifice, and the cost of existence, but it would have reshaped how we view the Reapers and the choices we make within the Mass Effect universe. It's a lost ending that would have left a lasting legacy, not just in gaming, but in the realms of science fiction storytelling itself.